Hi, in this lesson, we will make a new cover, a new Facebook cover. So we'll try to make a cover like this one. So we will learn a few things. So we start with the pen tool and we draw from the edge to the right and the bottom. Now we have this blue shape. We press Alt and we move that point. Okay. In fact, we need it in another color, so we need to change the color. We pick the color of the left side, the right side, and we use the style, the gradient overlay. We change the color to be the one we selected. We pick that color. Okay. We press OK again. Now we pick the color in the middle because we have three colors in our gradient. So in the middle we change that value. We pick that color again. Okay. Now we have three colors in our gradient. What we will do now is to make that button. We choose the rounded rectangle tool. We change its color. Just like the other one, we pick the color and we apply it on our rectangle. Okay. Now we need to change the radius. We change the value and it will change in all corners. It needs more changes, so increase the value. Okay. We make it bigger. Let's try this. Fine. Okay. We add the new layer and now we will add the text of the bottom. We type it and we change the color again to the white, or let's say this dark color. We make it bigger and we change the font. So now we made our text. We center it in our bottom. We adjust the size. Almost done. Okay, now we create a new layer and we will make shape like an arrow. It should be in that color. We change the orientation with the free transform and we rotate it. Okay, we see the example, so it's similar. Now we'll add the title, new layer, and we write our title. Now, as we did the last time, we change the size, we make it light, we need to change the color, still we need to change the color. Okay, we make it white. So as we did in the last video, I'm renaming the layer so I can work easily. So we name this one too, and the background, okay. We regroup these layers in a new folder and we name it. Now we go back to the example. We need to add the contact information. So we create a new folder, we name it, and there we will add all the informations of the company or the page, the website, the address. So we write it right here. We just copy what we saw in the other example. It should be in white color. And we do the second one. We duplicate it. We can press Ctrl G to duplicate any layer. And the third one, duplicated by the Ctrl G, and we change the text. We need to make sure that all texts are aligned, so we use the ruler and we add this guide, so we make sure that they are on the same line, and after that we will add the icons. But first I will add the airplane image that I will add in the background. I don't have the same airplane image, so I will use this one. I drag it in my project. It should be in the background. Then I will resize it. I will make it bigger. Okay. And as you can see in this example, I need to add this floating shapes in different colors. So I use the pen tool and I draw over this shapes. Okay. I change the color to be similar to the example. Then I make other ones. So you can just use the pen tool and you create this shapes. Okay. After finishing this step, we will drag all the shapes to our folder, to our Photoshop file, and change the opacity. So it's simple work. Okay, this one, they are the red ones. I drag them here. I make them bigger. Okay, good. I do that for all layers. We make different opacity values. Okay, and this one. Okay, and now I will create the other shapes. I use the pen tool. I will draw them and change the color and the opacity. You can make all of this randomly. You don't have to make the same thing as an example. The main thing is to have that feeling of floating objects in the area behind the airplane. Okay. Okay, as we did for the last time, in the last time, we change the color. I think our cover will be even better than the example. Okay. It takes some time, but if you want to make a good cover, sometimes you need to work hardly and you to take your time. These are the last shapes. Okay, and we change the color and the opacity. Okay, almost done. I'm just trying to find the best color that match the background. Okay, I think our design is even better. So now we will add the icons. If you watched the lesson of the Ionic icons, how to add font icon, you will know how to use this library. You just need to install the Ionic icons library. It's a font icon library and it's a font. When you install it, it will allow you to use some fonts as icons. So you add the icons as a text, a normal text, but it shows you, instead of an image, it shows you an icon. So we type here and we paste the code of the icon that we found on the web page. Then we change the font to Ionic icon, and now we have our icon. We change the color, we make it aligned with the address, and as you can see, you have now the icon. We will make other icons for each line. So we go back to the page, we look for this icon, we copy, we duplicate the icon, and we replace it with our icon, and we do the same thing for the third one. It should be of the website. It's not web. Okay, this one looks good. We copy it. No. I go back to Photoshop and I replace it with the chosen icon. We make sure that everything is aligned. They are in the same line. Okay. So I think for this cover we finished. We have our cover. So the last thing to do is to export this cover and to use it in your web page. Thank you for watching.